in Festac Town, somewhere in Lagos State, and we have our correspondent Olu Phillips, who has been updating us on what is going on there. Olu, thank you again for standing by. Now let's get more updates, because earlier on you talked about what has been going on, the number of casualties and those who have been taken to the hospitals. But you also brought a new twist to this whole conversation, because you talked about why we have schools and houses around a place that has the pipelines, passing. But at the moment, we've seen some security officials as well, which you talked about why we have a lot of them there. However, I mean, the thing is, what are they doing at the moment?
Okay, so if you, Victor, I know you're a professional to the core. Everyone in Channels Television is a professional to the core. You already know that some of these guys are here as first responders. They are not authorized to speak. They are calling me to the side here and there, trying to say one or two things. And I said to them, if you're not going to talk to me, then I don't want to have any conversations with you. So those who should talk are not here. So for instance, if you talk about the police PRO is not here for Lagos State. The police commissioner is not here, so nobody's going to talk to you. If you talk about the military, the GOC is not here, so he may not be able to talk. The Army PRO is not here, so he's not going to be able to talk. Earlier we spoke to the commandant for NSCDC. We will be rolling that to you very soon, and what he had to say. He also is not very much informed as to what has happened, because it's a joint effort going on here. There's LASEMA, there's the Red Cross, there's the LASEM boss people, there's NSCDC, and incidentally we have a lot of military presence, like I said here, just because they have a watchtower. A watchtower is some of these things, some of these buildings and watchtowers you situate around pipeline just for protection and all of that. It's just 100 meters away to my right. Okay, less than 400 meters away right now from where I'm standing, and to my left is where the fire incident is. Now, so let me tell you what it is as far as what we have here on ground is concerned. I have a gory picture to the left. I'm not going to ask my cameraman to show you that, because it's a dog that couldn't escape that explosion is just to my left on the floor here. So everything and anything in the wake of the explosion has given way. These two things don't mix. Fuel, fire, and ignition, they don't mix. This is an LPG cylinder. We have a couple of them littering around here to my back, at my back here. If you can see, I've got to be careful here. Look at these LPG cylinders. It tells you that it seems like there's a dispensing place here. Howbeit, from experience in oil and gas, this is not enough to cause the massive devastation, but it also can act as a catalyst. Now, this is a semblance of what you see. I don't like to use that comparison, but that's what it is. It looks like some of the cities you see that have been destroyed in Aleppo. Look at in Aleppo, Syria. Look at this vehicle, for instance. Everything blown off, and the impact is so heavy. This is supposed to be a Toyota Tacoma, if I'm not mistaken, and it's exploded to that extreme. I saw a lot of vehicles too whose glasses have been shattered. That building behind me is still in fire, and if this explosion happened around 9 o'clock thereabout, it meant that on a Sunday morning, those who are not early risers to go to church will be in their buildings. So you can see mattresses, you can see pillows, you can see beds, television. It may be a little far from here, but it tells you that when all of this is said and done, it may not be the kind of story we would like to share and tell and show to the world as to how we do not take care of our infrastructure. The fire is still raging there, and the smoke is blowing in the air. Across the fire is the fire service. I don't know if I can say they've given up, but I do not see them pumping any waters into the basement of this fire. It's just raging. And if I deploy a bit again of my knowledge in oil and gas, if you ask the NNPC guys, they will tell you that this fire, the igniting source, which is the pipeline, has been shut out, that only the ones on the line will burn out. But I expect that whether that is allowed to burn out or not, the fire service should be able to make their way. I've counted like 5, 6, 7 trucks here. Either they're out of water or they are just out of service, because the fire is billowing, the fire is raging, and we do not have any activity in terms of how this fire can be put out. We have a lot of people milling around and checking what devastation they are suffering already or have suffered. We'll bring you all of those details, Victor. This is the scenario we have here in Abulado.